It's Week 11 of the National Football League.
And we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage.
He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Antlers and the Voyagers, next on Madden Football.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Glad you could join us, everyone. Alongside Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And this contest isn't quite the level matchup that typical good games are born from, partner. One side clearly favored over the other.
Yeah, well, you know where this comes from? A trap game. That's where this comes from.
Yeah.
In any sport, from the NFL to basketball to soccer, playing at home, we know this can be the great equalizer that gives the steepest underdogs a fighting chance, and you can feel it in the building today.
I was going to say, you can already hear this home crowd rallying support of that upset. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And off we go from Sacramento. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by the 16-year pro, rebounded from an injury last season, Matthew Stafford.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Stafford. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
The Antlers now readying for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And leading them out is the 7th-year pro. Seems to be in the MVP conversation every year now. It's Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give them a first down. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Deron Bland. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running once more with Brooks. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives them the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. Back to the air, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. So now here's 3rd and 5. Again, Allen to the air. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They send out Greg Zuerlein for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're on the board.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Antlers and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Completed here to Pickens. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, here's Stafford. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play. And now it's 2nd down. They give up the gut to Walker. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll give them a 1st down. Stafford from the gun. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Stafford now against a blitz. This ball's caught by Pickens. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They pick the handoff now, Stafford. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
That throw finds Pickens. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing now, Stafford. He finds Pickens left side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give him a first down. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
All right, here we go. Second down. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Defense showing blitz. Stafford. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. It's a 3-3 game. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at first down here. Give to Brooks, running right. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They bring the tight end in motion. 2nd and 8. Kelsey makes the catch. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This one finds Kelsey. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. To the air again, Allen. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. Looking for the back that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They send out Greg Zuerlein for the field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Bass's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Jackson now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. St. Brown's got it, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And they'll have first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and they're going to have a first down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
Now Stafford again. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Voyagers and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. On first down, here comes Brooks. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 32. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They motion the tight end over. On first down, Allen completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
His foray up the middle, that's about 3. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. 2nd down now, 7 to go. It's Allen out of the pistol. Murray with the catch. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Big gain downfield. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Voyagers take a second quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Voyagers break that tie and now lead by 7. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Jackson now to return it. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Staying with Walker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kate, I know you could see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he can do like we just saw.
Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Pressure's on him and it gets home. He's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Sacramento. The Antlers at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here's a give up the middle now to their fullback. And he's tackled for a short gain. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Went for 48 with his 1st kick, and this one looks even better. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Voyagers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Gets this one to Cordero Patterson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Deron Bland. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the 21. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To throw again, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be a first down.
First down, Voyagers.
Allen gonna throw again. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. That brings us to the break. The visiting Voyagers holding an early advantage. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman ready to bring us the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach. Take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio, where you see the final score there. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Hewitt.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Starting from the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Voyagers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. First down throw for Allen. That's taken in by Samuel. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the give, it's Brooks. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Allen now on first down. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play, and it'll give them a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First carry for the versatile vet, Cordero Patterson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Allen to throw. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but...
And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Voyagers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Voyagers double their lead to 14. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. It's a gain of 22, and that gives them the first.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll give them a first down. Stafford from the gun. Short pass brought in. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Stafford to throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep...
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Antlers start the second half with some needed points. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Cordero Patterson now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Allen looking to throw. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. They'll cobble together a yard there, brought down by Fred Warner. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Running with Walker again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
It's caught, Ferguson. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And they'll have 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. There's an injury out there after the play, and that's Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's being looked at by the medical staff. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Stafford again. Cut near the goal line. He has the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Antlers tie this game up. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense getting set to go. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 29. Brushes him off with ease. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's a tie ball game through 3. We'll see which side separates here in the 4th. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Allen setting up to throw. Complete beyond the marker. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now a give to Brooks, coming left. And he'll get this down to the 40. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's brought in by Mooney. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And they're going to have a first down. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Voyagers take a 4th quarter lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Zerline with the extra point. And the Voyagers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Antlers 20.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Walker on 1st down. And he finds him enough room to get it up to the 42-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42. Completed here to Pickens. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Stafford has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st down, ball at the 36. Now an inside give to Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Walker hauls it in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Stafford gonna go on 4th. And it's gonna be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen setting up play action. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, Allen. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Brooks on the counter. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. He'll throw it. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Hands off here for Brooks. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Running once more with Brooks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Back to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Important moments as they turn to Greg Zuerlein. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Bass's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, These are the moments they live for.
Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Antlers are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. He'll get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Stafford from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6. Now to throw. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds too. Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Got to hurry this to the line.
By Cameron Hayward, a 9-yard loss. It's now second.
After the sack, another pass on second down. It's caught. Ferguson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
25 yards on the play. And the Sacramento first.
Stafford now on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the fourth. 15 seconds left. Their only option is to get this kick back. And the hands team comes up big. They're going to hang on to win. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. Well, Brock, they pulled out the win, but can't be feeling too good about it. Felt like they should have beat this squad a lot more convincingly than they did.
Hey, I get it. On paper, this was a lopsided contest, but you don't play these games on paper, and this team brought everything they had. No such thing as a guaranteed win in the NFL. So it was a little too close for comfort, I got it. But more importantly, they still got the dub.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Voyagers, as we'll see you next time from Sacramento.
Talk to me honestly. I'm here. I'm here. don't know when I changed. Your voice replaying in my mind. I'm not.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Malik Neighbors. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Redwoods and the Lumberjacks. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis joining you from the booth. And, Charles, we take a peek at this Vancouver team entering play.
They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners in 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Portland club, they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's Nix to throw right away.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Nix to the air. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
To throw, here's Nix. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw is Nix. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense,
and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now Daniels. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Daniels looking to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit of light evening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
In motion, the tight end.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Back deep is Micah Hyde. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Redwoods offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Catch is made by Hardman.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now it's Nix. That's to the rookie. It's Malik Neighbors.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Nix. That one taken in by Neighbors.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Powers through him. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last last 2 plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Wandale Robinson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Redwoods will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Portland football here, ready to begin the 2nd quarter. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Nix completes it to Hardman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Nix.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lumberjacks offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 6. Again, it's Achane. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
To the air goes Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Tressway now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
A give right side for Pacheco. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds Robinson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On play action, here's Nix. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Nix. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Nix.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the foot. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started up in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Daniels. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Now a 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
Malik Neighbors,
50 yards.
and the Redwoods are able to stretch out their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field, and they have had their problems moving the ball through the air. As we take you through some of the action from earlier, this secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jay Sanders picks up his second sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Daniels. That is caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 43 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Daniels. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Daniels looking to throw.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They'll run. Achane.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Achane diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's complete to White. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Nix to the air. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff now for Pacheco. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Nix. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. A nice little juke. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing Nix. That's caught. Davis Allen.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Now it's Nix.
That's complete to Robinson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's good for Vancouver. First down.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Nix from the shotgun.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Daniels. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throw out wide is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Daniels. Oh, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. He'll dump this off to Achane.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here's Daniels.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Daniels going to throw for it.
That's to his running back, complete. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Pacheco. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. He juked him. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Daniels. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll go. H.N.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Vancouver, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Portland, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Foster Moreau. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Monarchs and the Nighthawks. All that and more coming up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, You can brag if you'd like to, because I know you have quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we are underway in London. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. They're led out by the four-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Rodgers. That one complete to Higbee. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Trying down the middle with Edwards-Helaire. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Rodgers here from the gun. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. On the move, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. Leading them out, the 10th pick of the draft, coming off that national championship in Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. On the quick slant, it's Legent. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And a connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Monarchs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Monarchs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Nixon now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. That one's complete to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. Second down now, 7 to go. Play fake, it's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
The Nighthawks flying out their punt team. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 3 now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, it's Gibbs. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Motioning him from the slot right. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Able to get it to Moreau. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They've got 1st and goal to work with. Man in motion out of the slot. Looking to throw, McCarthy. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got it. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Monarchs pull that in front further. 13-zip. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Monarchs double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. A give up the gut to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So now we get a stoppage. Looks like a timeout called by the defense. Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. That's complete. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give him a first down. Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He's got it!
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Such a promising drive and just a couple snaps ago, but now back-to-back sacks, drop backwards, and this field goal, well, it's not a gimme anymore. Gotta hope you can knock it through and salvage some points out of a series that went so wrong.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Mevis able to knock it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Monarchs and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And finally they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 32. Throw wheeled in by Thomas. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Gibbs now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Got him in, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 23-yard line.
On play action now, McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he sails that one over the end zone. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, McCarthy. Intercepted in the end zone. That is Eddie rejects it.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
This offense making its way back out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Rodgers here from the gun. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Jair Alexander with the stop. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Monarchs push their lead to 18. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call. 1-844. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Another try following the sack. Has a man, it's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They bring their tight end left. 3rd and long for him here. Chased out to his right. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they'll have a short field in front of them as they take over. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives them the first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Into the hands of Gibbs. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Motioning him from the slot right. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our first half. So we've reached halftime with the Monarchs out in front in London. Now it's back across the Atlantic to our studios in sunny Orlando, Florida. Let's hear from Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio, where you see the final score there. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. In the first half, we saw a solid outing by the quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left in this one to tighten up significantly.
And the second half is underway. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Monarchs and their QB, J.J. McCarthy, returning to the field on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Michigan. That gets them a first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. All right, here we go, 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the quick slant, it's Leggett. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll give them a first down. They send a man in motion. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Toward the sideline, and he's got Leggett. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. McCarthy throwing here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun. He's got it! And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes.
And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Monarchs grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Monarchs grow their lead yet again. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Nixon now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This offense getting all set for this series. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw by Rodgers. Taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Sending the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 1st down to Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Nighthawk.
They've got a man in motion. Again, Rodgers. That's complete. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Has it in close. And in for the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Nighthawks cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Monarchs returning their offense and this running back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He's out in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He's on the move. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now it's McCarthy. And he's in. Touchdown! The Monarchs can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Monarchs continue piling onto this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Nixon now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Nighthawks and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. This is Edwards-Helaire. It's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This finds Smith. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's been a great time at the stadium for this crowd. Their side has turned this into a blowout as we start the 4th. Third and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down, Rodgers. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Edwards-Helaire reels it in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing once again, Rodgers. It's complete to Higbee. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Pressure comes. Rodgers has a man. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Rodgers here from the gun. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Finds the in route complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
And he gets this forward to the 19. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st. Motioning the tight end now. To the air here on 1st down, Rodgers. Touchdown! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Point after by Mevis is good. And the Nighthawks cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Another one for Gibbs. And this time they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. That is Eddie Jackson.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The offense headed back to the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Now here's Rodgers. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Edwards-Helaire. Is into the end zone, touchdown. The Nighthawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Nighthawks get it back to a 14-point game. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. That outruns their offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Man in motion, headed right. Running it with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Complete to Hyatt. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. It's Gibbs on the carry. He cuts it right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That one's incomplete over the middle. Not on the same page with his tight end. So second down coming up.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A give to Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards away. Brown's kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Nixon now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense getting set to go. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So it's second down coming up. One of the tight ends in motion left. Second and 10 now. That one complete to Higbee. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Nighthawks hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Rodgers throwing on third down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Again, Rodgers. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Caught for big yards on the right side. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Nighthawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Mike Williams, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Nighthawks cut the lead down to 10. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And they've got it. No problem for the receiving team. The onside attempt fails. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Gibbs. And he's able to work this down to the 41. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give him a first down.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time. They really need to pick up a few yards. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. So for Brock Huard and everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Monarchs as we say cheerio from London.
It's Week 11 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Snowhawks and the Huskies. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. No. Today, before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, when the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Anchorage. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. Returns looking good so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
Their loss last week, it really isn't on him. He had a great game. He checked off a lot of the boxes they had for him in the game plan going in, especially the one at the top, Kate, getting him to the end zone. 3 touchdowns, just 1 interception. If he does that again here, they should be winners.
He'll get this one to Brown. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Second and 3 now. From the 41. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Lonnie Tavai ranging in for the stop. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
Jack Fox getting the call here to punt on 4th down. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1 picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. 1 pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one. That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3-and-out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. The Huskies and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And we see that to this point, he's leading the NFL in touchdown receptions as we work through November and into our final month plus of play. Motion man sent left. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that. Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Now Cousins on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And they'll have first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First down, ball at the 36. They kick the running back in motion. First down throw for Cousins. He's got it near the 10. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Huskies take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Huskies will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Snowhawks nothing.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They go play action on first. Hauled in by Gray. And this one does not go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The throw finds Evan Ingram. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Inside handoff goes to McKinnon. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Up the middle they go with McKinnon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Now Thompson to throw. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 17-yard line.
Oh, they're looking option, headed left side. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Pick up a 5 on that play. And they're going to have a first down.
And an Anchorage first
To throw, Thompson. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Carney's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Huskies and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Cousins. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26, and it sets up 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. That's complete to Kamara. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More coming up after this quick break. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They start out 2nd and 10. It's Henry on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Desmond King up to make the tackle.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Cousins. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The kick by Lutz is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. They've got first down from the 31. Back to throw. Here's Thompson. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
From the 37. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give to McKinnon. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go to McKinnon again. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now it becomes a critical 3rd down.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The Snowhawks getting ready to send this one flying. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you can see he's in chase mode, trying his best to catch the league leader in receiving. Right now, sitting in 2nd place. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. That's JSN, Smith and Jip on the quick slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Cousins. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Play action now for Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
He's got it near midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over with some excellent field position. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Going left side, Madison with it. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 41. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a first down. A give right side to McKinnon. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's McKinnon. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. 7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now in Anchorage. The Snowhawks in possession. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. This time it's a passing play. Short pass brought in. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Thompson. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Huskies will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give him a first down. Back to throw. Cousins. Goddard makes the catch. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 31. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
First down, Huskies.
First down throw for Cousins. Throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Snowhawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Christian Fulton the one to bring him down. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Ivan Pace has got it. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts and a little time left, too, so points very much still in play here before the half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Brought in right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives them the first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. That pass complete to Goddard. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Cousins. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He has the first over the middle. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
1st down and 10. At their own 30-yard
Looking to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So at halftime, the Huskies fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll send you from one end of the country all the way to the other. Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the 2nd half. Cool, all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Snowhawks and Skylar Thompson just about ready for their next drive. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
McKinnon now from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Thompson now. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He'll get this to Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They motion the tight end over. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Cousins. Goddard brings it in on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, here's Cousins. That won't be caught outright, it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He'll get this one to Brown. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, when they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds his man Gray. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Completes this one to Gray. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Working inside the red zone. Has the connection to McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now it's McKinnon. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Thompson back to throw. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Hand off to McKinnon from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down from the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Snowhawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Snowhawks cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. McLeod now returning it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Huskies and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Henry. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing his Cousins. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Here comes their offense out again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And they had that one contained right at the line. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Shakir with the grab. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Thompson. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On the handoff, it's McKinnon. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 31. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's just a field goal game right now as we get set for our final quarter. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Madison. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground with McKinnon. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Thompson. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down throw for Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
He lofts it deep left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Cousins. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
The Huskies lining up for a punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football. Their offense ready to take the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 39. Complete, it's Ingram. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll give him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now, Thompson. Pass caught by McKinnon. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Shotgun now on third down. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give him a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He brings it in. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 4-yard line.
Here's Thompson. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they have 3rd and short.
Pretty forward there on the coverage.
Tight end motioning right. From the gun on 3rd down. The back grabs it. He has the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Snowhawks break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 11. And they'll have 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. That's complete to Kamara. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. This is caught inside the 15. And that is a touchdown. The Huskies now trail by just a point in the 4th. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Eskridge on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action here. He finds Diggs right side. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Inside handoff goes to McKinnon. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Up the middle they go with McKinnon. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Cousins. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
This is Henry on 2nd. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Snowhawks and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this 2nd half. Handoff headed right to McKinnon. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Anchorage. Snowhawks pushing to get within range for a game winner. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw, Thompson. Able to find McKinnon. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And they're going to have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Setting up to pass. Has the connection to McKinnon. And he's tackled for a short gain. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. A give to McKinnon. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They go to McKinnon again. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They have themselves another 1st and 10. A give here to McKinnon. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a run by McKinnon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Once again, it's McKinnon. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left, and after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Snowhawks are your winners as we say goodbye from Anchorage.